What is up, YouTube? What is up, family? We have another Patreon request, and this is the restoration update. Meet the new Notre Dame. Our woman? Is that what it means? That's our woman? I didn't know that. I thought it was a building. Notre Dame. Our woman. No? Oh, that's not what it means. Oh. Okay. It's a landmark that the entire planet knows. Even me. And when she was burning, the entire world was watching. Everybody couldn't believe what they were seeing. I mean, they were praying. Everyone was praying. Please stop this fire. Don't let it destroy everything. Please. Right? We saw people crying. It was emotional. I remember. But now look at her. Beautiful. Restored. Looks like new. Looks like 800 and something years old new. Anyway, let's go.
For over 850 years.
850. My bad.
Notre Dame de Paris has stood as more than just a beautiful cathedral.
Look at that.
It's a symbol deeply ingrained in France's history and culture.
Yes.
Located in the center of Paris on the Ile de la Cité, this architectural marvel has witnessed centuries of ups and downs, making it a beloved landmark globally. When you look at it, you can see how its walls hold onto history. Now let's take a step back and look at the history of how Notre Dame was built. Construction of Notre Dame began in 1163 during the Gothic era under the reign of King Louis VII. The construction was completed in 1345, making the construction period about 182 years.
That's about how long it takes for them to fix the highways in our country. Yeah, and when they got to fix a bridge, it's about 182 years. Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, okay, 182 years. It's not too bad.
With its impressive facade, intricate flying buttresses, and stunning stained glass windows, the cathedral showcased the architectural brilliance of its time. One cannot imagine that architects and labourers worked together and came up with this brilliant piece of architecture together. Over the years, it played host to significant events such as coronations, royal weddings, and national celebrations. Victor Hugo's renowned novel, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, further contributed to its global fame. But you know how all good things come to an end? Similar is the case of the once majestic Notre Dame. Throughout the years, Notre Dame has faced damage for several reasons. According to the cathedral's website, there was once a point where Notre Dame was in a stage of disrepair and close to the point of demolishing. However, Napoleon, crowned emperor inside the cathedral in 1804, saved it. The cathedral even faced threats during World War II, so the stained glass rose window had to be removed until the war's end.
Wow.
But the damage
This I remember.
that was to come in 2019 was much bigger than any previous ones.
Yeah.
In April 2019, a fire swept through Notre Dame, destroying its roof and iconic spire while causing substantial damage. The world watched in shock as this tragedy took place, prompting an international outpouring of grief and support. French President Emmanuel Macron made a promise to rebuild Notre Dame, emphasizing its integral role in the country's soul, history, and literature.
Every lunch for the past 2
You fucking
months, I've been eating Huel Instant Milk Cups, and it's changed the game for me. It's as easy as
Fuck you. Fucking asshole.
Emphasizing its integral role in the country's soul, history, and literature. On that sad evening in April 2019, Notre Dame de Paris went through something incredibly heartbreaking. A massive fire that changed its iconic look forever. Around 6:18 p.m, flames broke out in the attic, quickly destroying its old wooden beams and delicate craftsmanship. The eerie glow of the fire painted a strange picture over the familiar Parisian landmark. The worst moment hit at 7:50 p.m, when Notre Dame's tall spire, a silent witness to centuries of history, gave in to the fierce fire. The collapse of this important piece of architecture happened in front of the world, showing the loss of something truly special. It's worth mentioning that the spire, the standout part of Notre Dame's look, wasn't part of the original building in the 12th century. It was added during a restoration in the 19th century, carrying its own historical significance as a symbol of the cathedral's enduring spirit. Watching this cultural icon burn had a deep emotional impact. Images seen worldwide showed the cathedral covered in flames against the Paris night sky. The shared shock and sadness emphasized how much Notre Dame meant to the people, both culturally and emotionally. But in the midst of all the destruction, there was a bit of hope. Notre Dame's famous stained glass windows survived. These really old artworks with their intricate designs made it through the fire, standing strong in the midst of the ashes. In fact, the iconic stained glass rose window also stayed safe throughout this incident. The stained glass windows became a symbol of Notre Dame's ability to endure tough times, offering a bit of hope for its eventual recovery. The thing is, you can fix concrete walls and all the other stuff at this time, but those stained glass windows were not easy to restore. And it was like a sign from the skies that there is something that people can still do about it to fix the architecture. Apart from the spire, the roof also faced significant damage. The upper walls of the cathedral were also destroyed. However, the interior was saved from massive destruction due to the vaulted stone ceiling, which held onto the burning roof as it collapsed. Most of the artwork and religious relics were also removed from the cathedral in time, but some still suffered from smoke damage while others were destroyed. Even though there were no casualties, 3 workers got injured while trying to save anything in the cathedral they could. But since the damage was already done, the challenge now was to restore it, and for this, Emmanuel Macron set a 5-year deadline. Now that we're talking about the reconstruction, let's start with the spire itself. Reconstructing Notre Dame's spire was a significant engineering challenge, given its historical and non-original nature. While rebuilding the spire, the focus was on keeping it as identical as possible.
Yeah, it's crazy what they did, man. Really. Ooh, the work involved and what they accomplished. Incredible, really.
To the one designed in the 19th century. This original version was designed by the famous architect Eugène Viollet-le-Duc, and doing so was a challenge. This also meant that the material used was similar to the original one, including wood for roofing and stone for other parts. Not to mention, this rebuilding wasn't just handed over to anybody that came forward.
Yeah.
Instead, it involved the expertise of chief architects of historical monuments, the advisory council that handles important restoration projects in France, and other historic building experts. At the moment, the removal of the burned scaffolding that surrounded the spire is in process, while the timber framework for the nave and choir is also being prepared with great care for future installation. Around 300 tons of melted scaffolding have to be removed, and it requires precise execution to prevent further instability. However, the engineers involved employed innovative solutions, including advanced bracing techniques to secure the structure during the initial phase, successfully avoiding potential collapse risks.
I wonder how much to repair. I wonder. It's got to be a number. Couldn't even fathom the number, I'm sure. Anything you think of, you're probably wrong. Because they got the best. They got the best to fix it. And the best is not cheap.
Old golden rooster that called the top of the spire its home for a year was damaged in the fire. Even though it was saved, it was still not usable. So the spire will get a new golden rooster. This new rooster, designed to resemble a phoenix as a symbol of the endurance and resurrection, represents the broader theme of Notre Dame's recovery from the fire. The cathedral vault, specifically the transept crossing, the choir, and the nave vaults, are also being repaired using medieval techniques to restore their original form and structure. Now, if we talk about the cross-shaped base, it has already been set in place, and the spire is also installed. So it's safe to say that the process is almost complete. Apart from that, the workers achieved another significant milestone by restoring the grand organ, as it's one of the central pieces of the cathedral's musical heritage. The organ builders replaced wind chests and connected them to the console. This process will allow the proper manual functioning of
Fuck you.
Of the ground.
Fuck you. Fuck.
connected them to the console. This process will allow the proper manual functioning of the grand organ. Selecting materials for the restoration involved a delicate balance between historical authenticity and modern structural requirements. The engineers opted for a combination of traditional and contemporary materials to ensure durability while respecting the cathedral's architectural integrity. Materials like wood and stone were sourced from the same areas as the ones used in the original construction of the building. Along with that, this time, the restoration required extra steps to help avoid any future incidents that could damage the building. The material selection for restoration involved several factors, including historical authenticity, availability, and structural integrity. Not only did it require original materials for the roofing, but also a careful selection of the timber to match the quality and dimensions of the original 1,300 trees that were harvested over a decade. Not to mention, this restoration isn't all about building the cathedral again. It also required significant scientific research, with more than 170 scholars studying and analysing different aspects of the cathedral, including the materials, sculpture, ornamentation, and civil engineering. While on the topic, we must not ignore the innovative 3D scanning and modelling incorporated into the restoration process. This new technology played a major role in the restoration of Notre Dame. 3D scanning and modelling helped engineers find accurate solutions to the challenges that blocked their way while working on the cathedral. Laser scanning technology is used to create a detailed 3D model of a building. Doing this to the cathedral allowed the engineers to capture as many data points as possible to create a watertight mesh to be used to rebuild the building virtually. This technology helped scan the whole building and the stones, which made it possible to reconstruct the stone ribs that once supported the cathedral's arches. So far, the 3D scanning and modelling technology has helped the experts understand the damage that the cathedral sustained in the 2019 fire. So it's safe to say that with this technology, they have found solutions for all issues related to the restoration. While the structural restoration is in process, the idea is to bring beauty to the areas surrounding the cathedral as well. This beautifying process will be carried out while keeping climate change in mind, such as planting trees for shade and introducing water features to reduce heat. As per the reports, the total cost required to rebuild Notre Dame is about $767 million.
Yeah, okay. And that was just really the roof. That was the main damage. The roof and the peak. They saved most of the interior. I mean, close to $800 million to repair it. Yeah.
But the good thing is that over $900 million have already been raised in donations from over 340,000 donors in 150 countries. Apart from donating money, different countries and organizations have offered help in rebuilding the cathedral as well. On April 15, 2020, Germany came forward and offered to rebuild some of the large clerestory windows located far above eye level. And on April 18, Ubisoft, the French game developer and publisher, also offered to provide about 5,000 hours worth of research about the building's structure.
Wow.
This research was actually previously done in order to recreate the cathedral in the 2014 video game Assassin's Creed Unity. Following the Notre Dame fire, the French government promptly committed a substantial amount of funds for the restoration. Private donors, particularly influential French billionaires and corporations, played a crucial role in funding Notre Dame's restoration. Notable contributors like Louis Vuitton, L'Oreal,
Louis Vuitton, I think I heard of that guy.
Apple,
L'Oreal, I think I heard of Apple, Disney, yeah.
and Disney made significant donations. Each donor had a unique connection to the cathedral, whether driven by cultural appreciation, corporate responsibility, or personal history. While
No, let me read this. Oh, okay. Yeah.
the primary financial support came from within France, the international community also expressed solidarity with the restoration effort. Various countries and organizations recognized the global importance of Notre Dame, contributing to the collective effort to preserve this iconic cultural heritage beyond national borders. But that wasn't all.
Yeah.
In 2022, About 8 workshops of master glassmakers and locksmiths started the process of cleaning and restoring the cathedral's glass windows.
Look at those windows, man, seriously.
Germany's Cologne Cathedral also joined the effort, and they restored 4 stained glass windows. Rebuilding Notre Dame is a big and detailed job, but there's been a lot of progress. As of 2023, about 1,000 workers are working on the project. This includes both on-site and specialized workshops across France. Not just that, according to the latest reports, the tall spire has been rebuilt, marking a crucial step in fixing things. The government is still working on taking down the scaffolding, showing off parts of the fixed up front, and carefully fixing up important parts like vaults, strong walls,
is it still being restored?
And colorful windows. No. Even though there might be some unexpected problems, the aim is to finish everything by December 8th,
Wow, it is still going. I thought it was finished.
2024.
And you know what? His 5-year timeline, 2019, he wasn't wrong. December 20th, that's 5 years.
Well, then again, it's important to note that while
they've already done an amazing job. Amazing.
The cathedral plans to reopen for church services and tourist visits in December 2024,
I didn't know that.
The full restoration will not be complete until 2025. Reports suggest that it can take 15 to 20 years to restore it to its original form fully.
Oh my God.
Rebuilding Notre Dame isn't just about fixing a building.
Nope.
It's about all of us deciding to keep our history alive and build something great again.
Yeah.
As we keep going, Notre Dame shows us that we can be strong and creative and make amazing things that last a really long time. To wrap things up, fixing Notre Dame is more than just a construction project. It's a sign of strength, creativity, and determination to keep something special alive. But hey, this story isn't over yet. We've got more episodes coming your way. We'll get into the nitty-gritty details, share stories about the people involved, and explore the cool techniques to make this reconstruction happen. So stick around for more. Thanks a bunch for joining us. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, take care and stay curious.
Wow. It really is. I mean, look, it's a historic landmark. Everybody knows that. It had to be restored. It had to be fixed. There's no way they were just gonna be like, it's damaged too much. Let's just level the whole building. It's not safe anymore. No one was gonna do that. But another 20 years. I don't know why I thought it was finished. I guess because if you look at the first picture, that wasn't the actual restoration, was it? Yeah, this is how it always looked, original. Yeah. That's where I got fooled. I thought it was finished. Wow.
Johnson, you're fired. Why?
All I did was move a couple fucking clicks.
It's not you. It's your shirt. But it's
fucking piece of shit. YouTube sucks.
Friday. Well, you have to.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Stay curious.
Wow. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. No one was going to give up on this landmark. That's for sure. No one was going to say, it was too much damage. The fire really messed things up. It's now unsafe. Let's just knock it down. We'll build a new one or something close to it. No. That was not going to happen. Something like this, it's history. It's a part of history. I can't believe another 20 years. I was fooled. I thought it was finished. But they're still taking down the man. I haven't seen a live picture of Notre Dame since the fire. So yeah, I guess had I seen one, I would have known it's not finished because the scaffolding is still up. Anyway, it's incredible when a bunch of humans actually want to get together and do something for the good. It shows you we can. Countries can get together. They could help. Good things could come about. Just takes a little effort to just do it. It's in this crazy world that we live in with so many things wrong right now. it's nice to see this. You know what I mean? It's nice to see countries gathering and helping out, and I remember the sorrow. I remember everybody. Even over here in New York, everybody was just glued to the TVs, like, oh my God, it was unbelievable. It was, it was sad. It was very sad. But it's good to see this. It's good to see this. But man, the brilliance, the minds that had to come together. You talking about some pretty smart people. Yeah. Very smart people. 3D, you kidding me? Recreate everything virtually? Forget it. You lost me on that one. It's right over. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. I just want to look at the end and go, oh wow, that's beautiful. They did a great job. How? I have no idea. It's just amazing. It's incredible. But then again, you had people with just a hammer and some stone building medieval castles, 2,000-3,000 years ago. Just build a, I don't know, 100,000 square foot castle. It'll take us 20, 30, 50, 100 years. Big deal. Let's just do it. And they did it. So nothing really surprises me anymore. Anyway, great video. And it's a part of history. So it's just whatever. It's a great video. It's good to see what has been done, what still needs to be done, and the end result. It's going to be amazing. There you go. So Patreon. Good video, man. Good video. Take care. Peace out. À la prochaine. Bonsoir.